Okay, great. Okay, thank you so much. Well, I guess you all can hear me. My name is Jason Chao. Um, at this practical lab, I'm going to introduce a tool called AirTraffic. Um, AirTraffic is a tool that well, I started working on it since last year, and now um, it, it has reached a stage at which you can use it easily. So, so what is app traffic? So app traffic is a tool for researchers to study the mobile traffic. Sorry, app traffic is a tool for researchers to study the data traffic of mobile applications. So what app traffic does is to allow researchers to carry their phone around in to the places where users usually use their apps, and the users or research subjects or researchers can use their phone as usual in a situation or scenario that they usually use the app, and where the app would create and the device would have a VPN connection which connects to app traffic. App traffic App traffic would siphon, intercept, decrypt the data for the researchers to inspect later. This is what app traffic does. The novelty of app traffic is that compared to past studies, usually the study of the data or the traffic data of mobile applications would usually require a lab setting. So researchers in the past would usually connect their research device to a dedicated Wi-Fi network, and they would do some internal manipulation to pass the traffic to different traffic inspectors to analyze the traffic data. But a major disadvantage with this approach is that this approach is not scalable. Once you have more devices that you want to study simultaneously, you would need complicated routing rules to make sure that the data are not mixing up. So it is more difficult to get a clean capture of the data coming out of the device. And also, by saying that you have to connect to a dedicated Wi-Fi, you cannot just take out your phone into a setting where you usually use your device. So these are the major advantage of a traditional lab setting. And what app traffic does is to solve this problem by not only allowing researchers to take their phone outside and use the app in a situation in which they usually use it, or that app is used, but it also allows us multiple researchers or multiple devices or multiple apps to be studied at the same time. Well, underneath the surface, app traffic is pretty complicated inside, but I'm not going into the details. But just let you know that app traffic creates a dedicated VPN connection to every research device, and app traffic has a clean separation of data flow. So there's no possibility of mixing up the traffic from another research device if there are simultaneous research sessions. App traffic has three capture modes. The first one is called decrypted mode. Decrypted mode, as what it implies, tries to decrypt the traffic of the mobile applications. For raw mode, app traffic captures everything, but does not attempt to break the encryption. It just record the encrypted data, but there's no way that you know what is being transmitted. But Raw mode still tells you the time, the size, and the destination of the data packets. The metadata mode is a slimmed down version of raw mode. I'm sorry, are we hearing some feedbacks? Can Elena help mute other participants? I'm sorry.
We are good, Jason, and everyone's in.
Okay, okay, that's great. Okay, and the third mode is metadata mode. Metadata mode is a slimmed down version of the raw mode. So metadata mode is pretty much like what the intelligence agencies are doing or found to be doing several years ago. Um, and some intelligence agencies were according to Snowden revelation, were collecting the metadata of the traffic at Mars to analyze to analyze data. Well, in the words, they would use this data to find out who are the terrorists. Yeah, but but anyhow, air traffic supports all this mode. It could either decrypt the traffic, or it does not decrypt the traffic by just recording everything, or just do the metadata. And right now, air traffic supports these two major platforms. Of course, some other operating systems are supported, and but these are our major targets. For if you have an Apple device, congratulations, all versions are supported. If you are running a newer version of Android, I'm sorry that your device is not supported because Google tightened the security measures from version 7. So if you are using if you're using Android, or you only have an Android device with you now, I don't suggest you to follow us, because it would require a lot of time to set up, and it would not create a lot of data in such short period of the time. So I suggest that you just sit and watch. But if you happen to have a Apple device with you, I suggest you that you can follow what I'm going to do. Also, there's a limitation to what the decrypted mode can work with the apps. Some apps implement a measure called certificate pinning, which is aimed at preventing decryption. So for some of the apps that implement this security feature, we cannot break through. So we cannot break their encryption. So there are some apps that we cannot study, and this is the limits. And these are some of the limitations to app traffic and the decrypted mode. So without further ado, let me show you how it works. As what I said, if you have an Apple device, you may follow me. And if you don't have an Apple device, you may just see how it works. It might become relevant to you in the future. And also, app traffic, to what I understand, the projects at the data sprint might not use app traffic. But I'm good introducing app traffic to you and its possibilities to you, for you to decide if you want to use it in the future. Okay, without further ado, let's go to app traffic. So let me put the link of app traffic in the chat. So this is the link to app traffic. You may open it. Okay, so this is app traffic. So to use it, you need to sign up first. Just click sign up on the top right corner. Provide me username, your email, and your password. Just sign up. After signing up, just click login to log in. Well, this after signing up, the page would tell you that you need to contact the administrator for approval. But for the time being, I have suspended the approval procedure, so there's no need to contact me to seek approval. Just type the email or the username that you used it during the registration and type your password, and that's it. So let me type my username and password. Okay. So for those who are following, do you have any problem creating an account and logging in? Are you all right? Okay. So after logging in, you should see these three modes that I just talked about. For metadata mode, it does not record the content of the data, but it records the time, destination, the hostname, and the size of the traffic. For raw mode, it records everything, but it is in an undecrypted form. So there's no way that you know what is being sent. For the decrypted mode, it gives you well, almost everything decrypted, but right now it does not support Android from version 7 as it says here, but almost all iOS devices are supported. So just click go to record a decrypted session. After choosing the mode, AirTraffic asks you to provide a name for the session. So usually the name of the session is the app that you want to study. Right now, we know that Reddit is pretty popular. So let's study Reddit for this session. And there are two options, the traffic exit point and traffic entry point. Right now, there's only one option, so there's no other options for you to choose from. But what AirTraffic does is to allow you to have different exit point and entry points. The exit point can be important. Let's say when you use your app, let's say in Portugal, your IP address would appear to be in Portugal. Some service providers might find that, hey, your IP address is from Portugal. So they feed you the content that related to that targeting Portuguese. So if you want to simulate different exit IP addresses, you can choose which traffic exit point that you want your traffic to leave. But for the time being, the infrastructure of AirTraffic is just set up at the University of Siegen. So so there are no other exit points available. But in the future, when AirTraffic expands, we may have exit points in some other countries, but right now there's no other exit points for you to choose from. And just click next. So this screen asks you to choose your device. After choosing your device, it will show you instructions how to set up your device to use AirTraffic. So now I suggest you to use iOS, and I guess some of you have iOS devices as well. So let's press iOS. So now we have a slide asking you how to. So there's a slide telling you how to set up your device. It is pretty long. But yeah, but it would be easier for me to just show it you here how to set it up on your device. Let me show you another screen. Can you see my phone? I believe so.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So on your device, just open your camera. So this is the AirTraffic screen that I showed you just now. So this is a slide telling you how to configure your iPhone to use AirTraffic. So okay, when you slide to the second page, there's a QR code. Just scan this QR code, and you will see on top, open the link in Safari. Open the link in Safari. It would ask you to download a profile. Allow it to download a profile. Click close. Close Safari. Open settings. There's a place called profile downloaded. Just click install and type your password. Install. And your profile is installed, as you can see. And then you need to, so what I show you is exactly what I have done exactly what is being shown on the slide. You can follow the slide. After downloading the first file that we downloaded just now is called VPN configuration. The second file that we need to download is called the certificate. So when you move the slide into step B1, you will find a second QR code. Just tap it again, click allow, close it again, and go to settings again, and go to the profile downloader again and click install, input your password and install, and it is almost done. But there's an additional step to allow the encryption. So this is the, so let me go back to the settings app. You need to go to general, scroll to the top, about, and then scroll to the bottom. There's an section called certificate trust settings. Go to certificate trust settings and turn this on. So when you first install it, it should be off. Yeah, but since I've used AirTraffic on this device, so it is turned on, but when you first install it, it should be off. So please turn this on to enable this certificate. So when you enable this certificate, it will warn you that it will allow third parties to see your private data. It is absolutely normal. What AirTraffic does is to decrypt traffic. So it needs some permissions to decrypt the encrypted data. And what AirTraffic is asking your iPhone is to trust an encryption certificate that which you just installed. So you have to trust this certificate by tapping continue. Once you can see that your certificate is enabled, you are set and you are ready to use AirTraffic. Okay, so that it's easier to show me AirTraffic this way. Okay, after the next of the rest of the slides are just the same as what I showed you just now. Install the certificates, go down to the certificates and trust the certificate, and that's it. So when you are all done, you can go to done, and you may see the screen. Now it's ready to record. the entry and exit points are all in second. The session name is called Reddit, and you may now start recording. So please press start recording. It takes a while before you can start recording. It's telling you that it's preparing for an entry hub and exit hub. Okay, now you can see the recording has started. And yeah, but when you use your app, it does not record your traffic now because you need to enable the phone to connect to the VPN service of AirTraffic. So what you need to do is to go back to settings. You need to well, when you open the settings app, you will see you will see VPN here. Can you see the VPN here? Yeah, I can't. Well, I can't show my finger, but yeah, but just down below mobile data, you can see a button for VPN. Just turn on the VPN. It says VPN connecting. Okay, when you see a VPN icon appeared on the top left, it says that the VPN connection is created, and you can see that the VPN is now set to on. Okay, now we are free to use the app that we want to study. And at the same time, you can view its data. So let me open Reddit. Okay, let me just use Reddit. But at the same time, I show you what you can see on AirTraffic. Just hold on a sec. Okay, press the view live traffic, and you can see the traffic, the traffic of the Reddit app live. Okay, is at the top, but let me scroll it down to the button. So to the bottom. I'm sorry, my computer is a bit slow here. I can't move my. It's loading. Okay, it's back to normal now. Okay, when I'm using the app, you can see the new requests being shown here at the bottom. So to see what it, so to see the data, you may just click on one of the requests to see the content. That's okay. Let me tap on this one. Sorry, this computer is really too slow. But no worries. We can go. We can go back to that. Suppose that you are done studying the app. You can go back. First, I'm sorry that my computer is really slow today. Things don't show up. Sorry, it's just bear with me. Okay. Okay, suppose that you are done. Press end recording. The VPN connection on your phone would disconnect, and it would take you to a screen of the sessions that you recorded. Under actions, there are three buttons. You can click the analytics button or the summary button to see a summary of the data that was sent from the phone to the server. It might take a short while to load the data. Once it's done, okay, you will see several sections down there. The first part is called HTTP host names. You can see that how many data requests were sent to these host names or to send to these servers. You can see that just for a short period of time using Reddit, it sent 189 requests to v.reddit.it. And you can see how data intensive Reddit really is. It was just some casual use, but it would, but it has already generated numerous data points, and you can see what other what other host names are related to Reddit, and is relevant to what um, other presented this morning about the infrastructure and the actors and the ecology. And you see that even though you are using Reddit, your data were sent to some other actors or parties like App Measurements, Branch.io, and there are some other host names or parties that you are completely unaware of, but they are part of your but they are part of the apps, and down several sections below, there are and these are the data points. These are the data values that were sent from the app to the server, and you can see that there are so many data values. You can understand some of them, but for some of them, they are just the internal numbers that you don't understand. But let's say for this chunk of data that you don't understand, they may just be encrypted. You have no idea what what is being what do these data values are really about. But they are something about you, but you have no idea what they really are, because they have another layer of encryption preventing you from knowing what data are being sent out to this to Reddit and some other third parties. And um, yeah, these are the different technical ways. So for these sessions, HTTP request headers, request queries, request cookies are just some different technical um, parts in an HTTP request in which you can sneak the data in. You can see that Reddit is so data intensive that it has so many data values sneaking into different parts of an HTTP request to send out data to its own Reddit server or the third parties. And and also you may try to replay the traffic that you saw just now. You may go back to the session screen and click this download button. You can download your traffic that you um, the whole history of your data traffic. And you can see that just after using Reddit for a few minutes, it already generated over 100 MB of traffic. Just let it finish. I'll share you another screen. Um, I guess you all have Chrome, where indeed Chrome has a hidden to inside for you to replay the traffic. Open Chrome, click the menu, go to More Tools, and there is a thing called Developer Tools. Click Developer Tools, and there are many tabs on top of the at the top of the developer tools, and go to the one that says network. And remember the file you just downloaded. Just drag and drop the folder. So just drag and drop the file you just downloaded into this network tab, and you can see the traffic being recreated, being shown here again by Google Chrome. So you can look into the traffic in a more detailed manner using this internal tool by Google inside Chrome. So this is what basically what AirTraffic does. It does not matter if you cannot follow me because we do not have a lot of time. So it's more important that I show you what AirTraffic can do, and I do try to answer the questions that you have about this too. I understand that for the purpose of our data sprints, you may not have time to use it during the project this week, but I hope that you will find it useful later or in one of your next projects. So this is more or less that I want to present, and so I think I should answer some of your questions because I saw some of you have questions, but I could not answer. Um, Okay, so let me answer the first one. Is it possible to download the profile using Safari, though Chrome it didn't show the new profile um, on settings? Um, well, right now you have to download the profile using Safari. Um, AppTraffic uses a feature called configuration over the air. So you have to open that URL using Safari in order to let iOS download that profile and automatically put it into settings for you. So you have to download it using Safari. I'm sorry, it is an kind of an internal mechanism of iOS. But if you could open the link using Safari, it would automatically put the file, install the profile on your iOS, and you could just tap install, type your password, and it will be set in a very easy manner. What other apps can we access through the decrypted mode? I would say many apps don't implement certificate pinning could be decrypted, just like the one I showed you, Reddit. What? Just the app that I show you, Reddit does not do Sorry, there's an issue with my camera. Just really quick. Sorry. So many apps do not implement certificate pinning, like the one I show you, Reddit, and Uber does not do certificate pinning. But I think it is a matter of trial and error. You need to try. We cannot test every app. We are unable to test every app to see if we can decrypt its traffic. You may try to see if app traffic shows you anything. So yeah, but I think many apps do not implement certificate pinning because it requires some more infrastructural integration. So so usually you can find the certificate pinning implemented only in the popular apps like Facebook and Twitter and some bank apps. Let's say banking services are regulated. They have more stringent security requirements, but many services don't have that stringent security environment. Uh, the more easily develop an app is better not to implement certificate pinning. And let me go to the next question. A couple of samples of in what projects could app traffic could be used. As what I said, app traffic might not be used in a project during these data sprints because app traffic is the it was quite late when I made the app traffic ready, so I did not have enough time to pitch a project at the data sprint. But yeah, but as you can imagine, when you need to study a platform, um, you need to you let's say when I should put it this way. Usually, it's better for me to well to give you an idea what Anna and Fernando did when they collected the app traffic and also app data. What they did usually was to select a genre of apps. Let's say they would use a term to query Google Play and or App Store to find a list of apps relevant to that topic. Let's say in the past few months, we studied COVID apps. So we used the COVID as a term to select some COVID apps. We downloaded those apps and we tried to use app traffic to to see okay what are the actors um, in the COVID space? What are the possible actors around the COVID app space, and what are the platforms or other actors involved in this COVID app space? And in the past, Anna's studied some sensitive apps like the pregnancy app, mental health apps, and we found it was so worrying that there was so many actors, so many trackers in those apps that they could easily betray some mental conditions of the users to external parties. And Anna did more or less the same thing. She used the terms like pregnancy, mental health, and some other relevant terms to get the top apps from Google Play and App Store, and they decompile those apps to see what are the possible actors. But at that time, we did not have app traffic. Well, there be some traffic analysis, but they used a lab setting as what I discussed, so they could not test, so they could not get a lot of data from many apps. But now with app traffic, you can study many apps by getting many people involved and get more data out of those apps. Okay, get a new question. I used it to track a government area in my city. It was interesting to know that data goes not only to government hosts. Yes, yes, and So I got like a question that, hey, some government apps do really also send data to third parties. Yes, this is a problem. We also detected this phenomenon in the COVID apps. So some government apps are supposed to only send data to the government servers, but in reality, these governments also use the platforms like Amazon to collect app metrics or to do some other of processing, and although some of them contain trackers, and yeah, so it would surprise ordinary people to see that, hey, well, even when you use government apps, your data could be sent to a third party, which is a private company. Yeah, and yeah, I think this is interesting for us to. This is an interesting space for us to explore. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, just let me know if you have any further questions regarding app traffic. If you want to use it, just let me know and let's see what I can help. And so I'm sorry that I could not pitch a project at this sprint in the well, because I did not have enough time. Yeah, but it would be a great opportunity for me to introduce app traffic to you all at this important occasion. So, Eleanor, I'm almost done if um, the participants do not have any further questions.
Yeah, looks good, Jason. Thank you. And I
You're
mean, we
welcome.
still have 10 minutes also. So if there is anything else that Jason maybe can show or explain, just feel free to use.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Since I think I start like at yeah in 10
Okay.
minutes.
Okay. Maybe let me show you again this traffic playback. Well, as what you have witnessed, I just used it Reddit for a couple of minutes, but these are all the requests being sent from the app to the um, Reddit servers and Red Actives partners and other actors um, related to the use. And you can see that, hey, well, um, you can find some of the data attributes here. You can uh, find what operating system you're using. You're using iOS. What is the version of your iOS, and what is the hardware of your iOS of your device. So yeah, and you can find many things, and It's not surprising to find sometimes your location and your gesture and yeah, and some of well, there are so many interesting things if you have time to look around. But yeah, but in general, I can say that well, these app developers, these app publishers have improved their data practices in the past. We did not need a decryption capability at all because the traffic was just simply unencrypted. You can just capture the data in plain. You did not need to decrypt the data at all. But after the Snowden revelation, um, well, the websites and app publishers have started to switch to the encrypted communication. So you need some kind of decryption capability to decrypt the traffic. But yeah, but still 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, it was easy to find out many to find that so many apps do not send the user's data on an encrypted channel. And you can see there are lots of data points here. Well, and you can make sense of some of them, but not everything. And let's say for this, well, for this chunk of data, you have no idea, well, what it says. Probably has some, and it has some information about you encrypted on a second layer, but you have no idea what it is really about. So even you may not be interested in the yeah, okay, we got one chunk of tracker. Perhaps this is a tracker, and you can see that it has lots of encrypted things here. You can find them small numbers. Some of this number may persist over the session. So the next time you use the app again, the app knows you are the same person. Even though you may not be interested in what um, data attributes are being sent to the service, you can always investigate the links or the host names. These and these are usually shown here. And the host names are the these host names have to relate to some external actors or the yeah or what ecosystem Reddit is relying on, and you can look at this to see what is ecology and what these apps are related to. Sorry, what actors are related to these apps. So I think this is more or less what I can show.
Thank you, Jason.
So so thank you for coming to this session. So I'm sorry that I did not have a lot of interesting things to show because this is a new tool and but I hope that this this tool would give you some ideas and just let me know uh, if you are interested in using it.